Hello class and welcome to our next lesson. No? So our next lesson natin is about PHP data types. No? So pag-usapan natin yung mga data types. No? So ano ba yung mga data types? When we say data types, they pertain to, when we say data types, so they are datas about data. No? So in short, no, mga metadata sila. So pag sinabi natin data about data, they are data that tell something about other data. No? So for example, if you have a data name, no, Gerard, for example, may data is Gerard, no, it's a name, no. So ang akin naman data type is, for example, is string, no. So this is my data type, and this is my data, no. So this data type tells something about this data. Ano yung sinasabi niya? That this data is a kind of a string. When we say string, a string is a combination of several characters, no? When we say characters, and characters, they can be anything, no? They can be a letter, they can be a symbol, they can be a number, no? So we have several data types used in PHP, no? So we have a string data type, we have float data type, we have integer data type, and we have a Boolean data type, and we have array data type. No, so pag-usapan natin yan, ngayong data type na yan. No? Okay, if you have other programming languages, no? So if you are going to be including or declaring a variable to if you are going to be declaring a variable, when we say declaring a variable, naglalagay ka ng data type doon sa variable, no? You're declaring what kind of data type that variable is. So if, for example, in Java or in a C programming languages, para makapag-assign ka ng if you want to declare your variable as a string data type, no? So you write string, for example, text, no? So gayon sa ating ibang programming languages such as C programming languages or Java programming. Well, in PHP, no, kung gusto mo maglagay ng, if you want to declare your variable in some kind for example, as a string data type or an int data type, there is no need to include what kind of data type the data type that you need, no, every time you code it, no. So just simply write your variable, for example, name, no, equals double quotation mark Gerard, no. So instead of writing the string here, no, string, no, so no need, no, wala nang kailangan, hindi na kailangan pa. So basta kailangan mag-assign ka lang ng text doon sa variable name enclosed with two quotation marks, no, double quotation or single quotation mark, then automatically the compiler of your PHP will understand that your variable is declared as a string, no? Kung gusto mo namang if you want to declare your variable as an int, no? As an integer or int for short, no? So you just need to write any kinds of numbers, no? No need to include here int, no? Hindi na kailangan. Basta maglagay ka lang ng number dito, automatically your variable has the data type int. Okay? Ang float naman, guys, they are numbers with a decimal point. For example, 87 point something 7665. Automatically, itong value na ito will be considered as a float data type. Okay? Boolean naman, class, Boolean, they are data types that has the value as either true or false, no? So pwedeng ang value ng, for example, you have two variables, no, x, and you have x is equals to true, okay, and you have variable y is equals to false, okay. So as long as ang value nila is true or false, then they are Boolean data type. Ang array naman, when we say array, they make variables contain not just a single value, no? Kasi ang ating mga variables, class, when we write a variable, for example, var, yun ang pangalan ng ating variable, no? They can only contain a single information, no? For example, a var, my information is Gerard, no? So, yun lang. Isa lang information or isang value lang ang pwede makontain ng ating variable, which is var. Now, ang array class, ang ginagawa ng array, they make your variable contain several or more values, no? Pwedeng marami tayong mailagay na value sa isang variable if we declare it as an array. So, paano tayo mag-declare ng array, no? So, first, okay, so let's see here the proper syntax of declaring a variable with the type array. Okay, nasaan yan? Okay, here. Okay, so ganito lang yan. First, you write the variable name na followed by the function array. Okay, so just write here array. Tapos, sunod dun sa array, isusulat niyo yung mga values na gusto niyong ilagay sa variable na ito. So, for example, ang pangalan ng variable natin dito ay names, no? So, para hindi lang name ang mailagay natin, para hindi lang isang name ang mailagay natin dito, we put the function array here, followed by several values, no? For example, Gerard, which is enclosed in 2 double quotation marks, no? Comma, Noel, comma, Anthony. Ngayon, class, hindi lang isang value ang nilalaman nitong ating variable name na ito. No, it can contain now 3 values, no? Which is Gerard, Noel, Anthony. Yan ay dahil sa tulong nitong ating array function. Okay, class, so that's it for our for this lesson now. I will see you guys on our next video.